I used to have a 9 to 5 and I would be so exhausted and I would try to ride and you can't ride with a steak and a salad. So now I eat so much sugar and so many carbs. People will ask me, Stella, aren't you worried that somebody who wants to hurt you politically or in your career can just become a paid subscriber and read all of these personal details about your life? And no, I'm not. I'm really not, because there is no way someone is going to read through my Substack and by the end of it, they will still want to hurt me. I love this dress, by the way. I grew up in Greece. It was during the financial crisis. At some point, I realized that, definitely want to do a lot more than what I thought was available in Greece. I always had a very active Jesus complex. I always had this feeling that I need to save the world in some way. I'm entirely aware of how narcissistic it sounds, but I cannot explain my internal voice in any other way. And I had this just intense sense of injustice. I just felt really invested in what was happening in the UK. I was really invested in British politics. And I had it in my mind that I want to work in Parliament, right? I had that in my mind from the beginning. And then when I did start working in Parliament, I used to walk over this bridge every day. And every day for 3 years, I would still find it just absolutely remarkable. Now I get to go on TV and comment on British politics, which obviously a lot of people complain. A lot of people will comment saying, why is an immigrant telling us what to think about our politics? Why doesn't she go back to Greece to tell Greek politicians how to run their country? Blah, 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 blah. But I still get booked. If I'm going to be writing as much as I want to be writing, I need to be doing it everywhere. I would write on my phone when I'm walking from one place to the other. I would write standing up in the train. I will go to house parties and I will not be embarrassed. I will not care. I will go to a corner and just open my laptop and write. There is a very thin line between being vulnerable and being cringe, and between being authentic and just overexposing yourself. And I don't think that overexposing yourself is the same as being vulnerable. Like, that's why I use the word generous. I like being generous. Being generous with your reader means you will give them things that are difficult for you to give, but you're doing it for their benefit. I'm analyzing politics, but I'm being very funny, or I think I'm being very funny anyway. And I make a lot of inappropriate jokes. I make a lot of sexual innuendos, which is a very weird thing for someone who also works in politics and is trying to. I'm a serious person. I do serious jobs. Like I campaign for serious things. I talk about very serious things. If someone rejected my work, I wouldn't be mad. I think it's Marmite, like my personality.